Welcome. We all know that dreaded four-letter word when it comes to public speaking: fear. As I will show you over the next few minutes, there are ways that you can take charge of that fear and still make an impactful presentation. My name is Todd Logan, and I am the author of the ebook, Speak Easy, the Abbreviated Guide to Public Speaking. This book is designed for both the working professional and the full-time student. This book is filled with the need-to-know tips on public speaking, and the nice part, you can literally read this ebook in less than an hour, so it's not a large investment of your time. As an adjunct professor at 2 different universities and a full-time training manager, I know the tips in this book work. I have seen folks who have a high level of fear apply these techniques with a great deal of success. So let's dive in. In the research that I have done with students in class and folks who have attended workshops on public speaking, etc., it really fear breaks down into 4 distinct buckets. The first bucket would be those that are afraid they don't have the necessary knowledge to make a presentation. They're afraid that they're going to be asked questions that they're not going to know the answer to. The second bucket that you could say folks fall into is that bucket that I label as interest. Will the audience have an interest in my presentation? The third bucket really breaks down into, I'm afraid that I'm going to stand up there in front of everyone and I'm going to forget what I have to say. In other words, I'm going to mess up. And last but not least is that individual who is extremely afraid of standing in front of a group when they say, all eyes are going to be upon me. So we've talked about the fear and the buckets that people fall into when it comes to fear in public speaking. What I really want to do now is focus on the solutions. The first solution that you can think about is really breathing. Breathing is a proven technique that will help you relax before your presentation. So a few minutes before it's your time to present, practice taking those deep breaths and just let them exhale very slowly. Take a couple of those before your presentation and it truly will help you relax. It will help calm down a little bit of those jitters. The second thing that we can really focus on would be the stretching exercises. And again, those stretching exercises are a matter of, if you're off stage and you have the ability, you can do some shoulder rolls or you can stretch your arms or what have you. They help you again relax. The third technique I'd want to talk about is really the visualization. And visualization is all about seeing yourself deliver that effective presentation. You want to picture in your mind's eye, long before you ever make that presentation, picture yourself giving that successful presentation. You keep practicing that over and over and over so that when you're walking up there to deliver that big presentation, your mind already has it set that you will give an effective presentation. And that really ties in nicely to point number 4, which is that self-talk. You've got to have positive self-talk. As Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So tell yourself, I will make an effective presentation. That's really what it boils down to. And last but not least, I'll talk about the 3 P's, and that's all about practice, practice, practice. You have to practice your presentation over and over. Practice it out loud. Practice in a room that's filled with furniture and nobody else, and you can practice making eye contact with that furniture. But the important thing is, when all is said and done, you need to practice. In summary, you have now seen the 4 proven techniques to help overcome your fear in public speaking. When all is said and done, it's the 3 P's that we just talked about, the practice, 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 that will make all the difference. I urge you to take a look at the ebook, Speak Easy, the Abbreviated Guide to Public Speaking. These are just some of the tips that are available in that ebook. And I know that these tips in the book will truly help you sharpen the saw when it comes to effective public speaking, regardless of your level of fear. Thanks for your time, and best of luck.